How many ways are there to buy Office? A lot. Let's go through those options. Welcome to an Office video. When it comes to Microsoft Office, there are a lot of ways to buy Office. In fact, I recently created a chart and we can go through those here in a second, but I created a chart that has a lot of ways to buy Office. If you look here at a quick roadmap and life cycle, going back to 2010, every 3 years or so, another version comes out. So, and today, we're on the version that I'm blocking, which is the 2021 version. So I would expect the next version is probably in 2024. I haven't seen any details on that yet. So today, Office 2021. Let's go through those different ways, including the subscription options down there at the bottom. Let me see if I can help you figure out the best way to buy Office. So this is an eye chart. You're not going to be able to read this. But if you want this in the Excel version that I created, because this is something I threw together myself, send an email to Windows Champ at Arrow and say, send me the Office chart. And no questions asked, we'll blast you the Excel version of this. Super handy because I go through every way to buy Office. There are a few ways at the end of the video I'll talk about that I didn't cover, but for the most part, this covers just about every single way that you can buy Office product. Let's start with the retail Office for home, which is typically used at home, in a home environment. We take a look at those, and again, I'll probably have to lean over a little bit when we get to that end of the chart. But starting with the Office 365 personal version, which is a subscription. And you'll see right down the middle here, there is the license type, which is subscription, one-time purchase, one-time purchase. So there's 2 subscription options and 2 perpetual pay once and you own it options. If you're looking for the home version, $70 a year, and you get access to the Office 365 personal suite, 1 license, 1 computer. It's personal for you, your own personal copy. It activates against your email address. The subscription is tied to your email address. That's the way to go. It keeps you on the most current version. So if they release a 2024 version, you have a subscription model, you're going to get access to that. Your product will probably update and upgrade all by itself. And then you have the family version, which is, I believe, 5 computers and 5 email addresses. So you can share it with your family, $100 a year, and everybody in the family's covered. And then you have the home and student version, which is intended for a student. One-time purchase, you buy it, you own it forever. The difference is you're locked into that version, 2021. So when they release a 2024 version, you don't get access to that. You got to keep running the old version, which for Office, you could argue is probably going to be just fine. I know some people still using Office 2010, Office 2016. So, but in a business environment, none of those are going to work, especially in an OEM environment. For an OEM IoT environment, a lot of our customers have been using Home and Business 2021, which is a one-time purchase. There's your part number, and it activates against an email address. You do get there's no downgrade rights. So this product has been working, but it has a problem with that activation against an email address, and it doesn't allow offline activation. So if you're building an appliance that has to stay offline, that's going to need Office on it, this product's not going to work for you because you have to connect it to the internet and you have to activate it against an email address, which we have a solution for that. We'll talk about it when we get there. But this is your home and personal use. Now let's look at the retail OEM Office for Business editions. So away from the home, and into the office. So for office, for business situations, so allowed for business, the last little row here, business use, business use, business use. You now have a 1-year subscription option for business. So again, if you had your own little business and you wanted to run Office in your business, and you wanted a subscription model, this would be your option here versus that home and business option that you paid once. And so this subscription would get you on the latest version and keep you on the latest version. And it is activated against an email address, no downgrade rights. It keeps you mostly current. If you want the one-time purchase, you have Home and Business 2021. We just talked about that, same one from the previous slide. I put it on the other slide because it's called Office Home and Business. Now it's on the business slide. You have Office Professional Retail, really expensive, $440, one-time purchase, activated against an email address, no downgrade rights. And then you have the version that we now are supporting and offering, which is the Office LTSC 2021 through the OEM IoT embedded channel. The downside is it's a little expensive. And the other negative is it does not have downgrade rights. If you can look past those two items, it has a lot of positives, which is it does not activate against an email address. So you're not dealing with that. It doesn't activate against a user. It uses a single key that activates against the key online. And it also has the ability to activate offline with telephone activation. So if you're building a device that can't touch the internet, you can now install this and activate via the telephone, never touching the internet. Fantastic option for OEMs building appliances that need Office. Reach out to us. We can help you with a quote on that and get you going. So what's up next? Volume CSP Cloud Service Provider. So the new way, this just used to be called the Open Volume channel, Open Business, Open Volume, Open Business. And this is the options through that channel. It doesn't really work well for OEMs, but it is an option. It's 2 perpetual pay once, own licenses forever. The negative is when you place the order for this product, you have to buy it in the name of the end user company. And they do give you a key, but the key is tied to the company, the end user company. So if you don't know all that up front, it really makes it difficult for building an appliance. But there's 2 options here, Standard and Pro Plus, both really expensive, both really difficult. You have to procure from a distributor in the same region as the end user. And Arrow is CSP authorized, and we can offer this product if need be, but we typically try to get people to go with the other options. From there, there's a Volume ISV option, which is strictly for independent software vendors that they have a software solution and they want to bundle Office with their software solution. They have 3 choices: standalone Excel, standalone Word, and then an Office LTSC Pro Plus, which is very expensive, $620. It's an ISV reporting model. So you basically bundle it with your software solution, sell it, and then you report by placing an order that you've used a license. It's got some other complicated issues too, and it's not something we typically sell here at Arrow, but it is an option for Office, and I wanted to include it in the video. Now, like I said, at the end, I was going to mention a few other ways that I didn't talk about. And the first one is you can use Office for free if you just go out to office.com and log in and use an email account and actually use Office from a browser, which is clearly very limited. You're nowhere near the features of the full Office product. But if you just need to open an Excel file and you don't have Office installed, you can just go out on the web to office.com. Log in there and you can just run Office for free right out there. The other options I didn't talk about are like academic and versions through schools. Students can buy Office from their college or from their school, getting the academic licensing. I didn't talk about the charity options. I didn't talk about the Select Plus and Enterprise Agreement options. And so if you're a big corporation and you want to buy hundreds, if not thousands, of copies of Office for your internal use, there's those avenues as well. But if you're an OEM building an appliance, Office LTSC 2021, that's the way to go. Get with us. I'll show you how to install it and test it for free. You can test it out to see how well it's going to work before you even buy a license. So reach out to us, windowschamp@arrow.com, and visit our website, arrow.com/winiot. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching the video.